Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Friday, 3rd May 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. St. Kitts and Nevis serious about increasing airlift to the Federation, with new airlines set to start service later on this month. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Improved airlift into the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport is expected to start soon, according to Marsha Henderson, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation and International Transport. Speaking at the 30th April press conference, Minister Henderson revealed that additional airlift into the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport in St. Kitts will start in time for the Summer of Fun program. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline reports.
While speaking about airlift into St. Kitts, the minister commented on a new service and encouraging results coming out of participation in Roots Americas 2024.
Early last month, I had the privilege of leading the St. Kitts delegation to Roots America in Bogota, Colombia. I am pleased to report that we have returned with outstanding news of additional flights, which of many will be operated by larger aircrafts. Just in time for our summer fun, Sunrise Airways will begin operations from Antigua to St. Kitts beginning May 25th, with flights operating every day, save and except Tuesdays, until June 23rd, 2024. Thereafter, flights will operate daily.
No additional information was provided on airlift discussions held at Roots Americas 2024. However, the minister indicated that Sunrise Airways St. Kitts links would also include connections to Dominica and St. Lucia. Sunrise Airways is based in the Dominican Republic, and the airline, under its motto, One Caribbean, is expanding services into the Eastern Caribbean. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
In this edition of CNC3 Business Watch, Republic Financial Holdings Limited has recorded $1 billion in half-year profits, and a local agri-facility is doing its part to feed the nation. Gisha Kolazar Orlanzo has details.
For the 6-month period ended March 31st, 2024, Republic Financial Holdings Limited has recorded $1 billion in profits. This represents an increase in profit after tax of $213 million, or 27%, over the $787 million reported in the corresponding period. The group's chairman, Vincent Pereira, says throughout this 6-month period, the group continued to focus on advancing objectives, strengthening market position, and improving customer service. Local agri-tech company iFarm is using the Moruga Agro-Processing Park to further expand its operations in response to increasing market demand. iFarm, which is a recipient of the Ministry of Trade Grant Fund facility for $250,000, uses indoor vertical farming and a controlled environment. Trade Minister Paulo Gopiskun recently toured the facility, which was led by iFarm's directors David Johnson and Nicholas Nanton. Using machinery and equipment acquired through the fund, the farm produces vegetables, salad mixes, and mushrooms. In other business news, economist Dr. Valmiki Arjun says, despite several positive indicators of growth, the government has many areas within the economy to improve. Speaking on CNC3's Morning Brew program on Monday, Arjun, in looking ahead at the mid-year budget review, says, in many cases, the economy is still behind its pre-pandemic levels.
despite the fact that we would have grown by about 1.48% in 2022 and about 2.56% in 2023, our economy right now is still about 6.4% short of the pre-pandemic levels, and we still continue to be financially stressed.
Arju notes many of these issues have been heightened by several years of negative growth, and the government should put measures in place to capitalize on the positive markers. These, he says, include increased exports from the non-energy manufacturing sector, while also looking at measures to reduce spending where possible. Geisha Carlos Alonso, CNC3 Business Watch.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
A separate CNC3 Business Watch with Andrea Perez Sobers, the Angostura Group recorded a profit after tax of $20.6 million in the first quarter of 2024, which was a decrease of $0.5 million over the same period last year. Minister of Youth Development and National Service Foster Cummings says NEDCO's Business Accelerator Program has received a $10 million increase from the government.
A temporary lack of chill contributed to a decrease in profits for Angostura in the first quarter of 2024. In the company's financial report for the period ended March 31, 2024, the Angostura Group's performance reflected profit after tax of $20.6 million, a nominal decrease of $0.5 million or 2.5% over the same period last year. There was also a decrease in total revenue, as the $188 million earned in the period represented a decrease of $9.5 million or 4.8% compared to the comparative period last year. Chairman Terence Barath, SC, said local branded revenue decreased by $6 million or 5%, mainly due to a temporary reduction in Angostura chill revenue as a result of a pre-planned production line maintenance program in the first quarter. Full recovery is anticipated for the third quarter 2024. Barath explains the company's local standard rum segment decreased slightly by 1.7% over the same period in the prior year. But he said despite this minor shortfall, the Forest Park brand grew by 7.5%. The National Entrepreneurship Development Company Limited Business Accelerator Program has received a significant increase of $10 million from the government. That's according to Minister of Youth Development and National Service Foster Cummings as he delivered the feature address at NEDCO's Cohort 2 and 3 graduation ceremony at the Hyatt Regency Hotel on Tuesday.
And as you continue to do the work you're doing, and as we continue to see the successes, as we continue to hear from the participants in this program of the good work that is being done, the government will continue to give the support that is required for the expansion and for the continuation of programs such as the PAP program.
During the training period, the graduates were exposed to guidelines such as pitching for investors, competitive strategies, and know your taxes. Andrea Perez Sobers, CNC3 Business Watch.
Over in Jamaica, the People's National Party Member of Parliament and caretaker for Central Westmoreland, Dwayne Vaz, appeared before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court to answer the Integrity Commission's charge of failure without reasonable cause to provide requested information. He pleaded guilty to the charge relating only to the failure to provide the additional information on the day it was due. During his plea, Vaz said he intends to argue his case based on a May 18, 2021 letter from the Integrity Commission stating that his statutory declaration up to the 31st of December 2019 had been reviewed and found to be in compliance with the Integrity Commission Act. He explains what transpired April 30th. More in this CVM Live News item.
When we pled guilty, it was with mitigating circumstances. So when the judge asked what were the circumstances, he asked the prosecution for a summary of what happened. When they gave the summary, they included in the summary that I did declare my statutory declaration. They also included that the outstanding document, which was what this is all about, was submitted to them on the 5th of March 2021. So they did agree on that. but they failed to put in the statement that they gave me a letter on May 18, the same letter that you're still using as evidence. They failed to declare that today, even though it was given to them in court last time. So what the judge is saying that both lawyers must meet and come to an agreement and come back on the 6th of June. Because he wants to hear the matter, because he's saying why they didn't include this important piece of evidence in the thing. So that is what happened today. So it's not about being guilty of not declaring my statutory declaration, because every document that I was supposed to submit has been submitted. As I stated clearly, it was late. One piece of evidence was late, but it was sent in from the 5th of March, 2021.
HGP's Travis Chase brings forth another concerning incident where a sitting judge faced verbal attacks from a People's Progressive Party civic politician. Legal experts emphasize that such verbal assaults not only target individual judges, but also undermine the integrity of the entire judiciary. Stay tuned for further insights and reactions on this significant matter.
Since High Court Judge Sandel Kissoon disagreed with the Attorney General's arguments in the case brought against the government by the Guyana Teachers Union, Vice President Barra Jagdeo has launched a casing attack on the judge who presided over the matter.
It's presumptuousness to criticize the president, purely presumptuous. And so that's another point that I found appalling.
Justice Kissoon ruled that teachers must be paid for the days they were on strike and that it was unconstitutional for the government to stop the automatic deduction and remittance of membership dues to the GTU as it interfered with the teachers' right to freedom of association.
So if they could have responded in kind, I'm sure they would have had some choice words to say here, but they can't do so. The vilification, misrepresentation of their role.
Admitting that he did not read the court's ruling on the matter, Mr. Jagdeo continued his verbal attack on the judge, ignoring the doctrine of the separation of powers.
But I think it's presumptuous of a judge to tell the president who he should meet and who he shouldn't meet. This is the elected president of Guyana, who is the head of the executive branch of the government, which is separate from the judiciary.
In summing up his ruling, Justice Kissoon said that the right to strike, like the right to engage in collective bargaining, is embedded in Guyana's constitution. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.